media.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. Boy, do I have something to talk about today. That's great. For once, my censorship didn't really pin me down. We went viral. And while the original video that we posted didn't go viral, I wanted to post this follow-up video as justice for Kaylin, because if you joined us earlier this week, I had an interview with Kaylin, who lived in Midfield Trailer Park in Calgary. If you followed that interview, it was a great interview, by the way. Please go and watch it if you haven't already. YouTube really squashed that one down. They don't want people seeing it. There were people in other comment sections saying that the repost of certain events of this video were disabled from being viewed and so forth. So help get it out there, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. It was a great interview with Kaylin. But the reason for that interview, and we're going to get into it, is what partially made the video go viral. Now, yesterday, I'm sitting around. I'm tending to my 3-year-old son, getting ready to pick my children up from school. And then suddenly I get a notification from NDP lie detector over on Twitter saying, breaking, NDP leadership candidates Naheed Nenshi and Sarah Hoffman both lied when they said they sat down with families from Midfield Mobile Home Park. The only leader that sat down with Kaylin and others was Danielle Smith. Here's Kaylin in his own words. Again, we talked about how I love Danielle Smith. We had her on the channel. I've told her specifically, I never felt that, a vote went any further and was more effective than when voting her into Alberta. I will vote for Danielle again. But, they posted this leadership being caught under a lie. And then also I was notified at the same time. Well, good old Danielle Smith, it's the top tweet on her page here with the same retweet of NDP lie detector, currently sitting at 49,000 views on the video. I mean, my goodness, this is amazing. Great to see. But I do have one question for both Danielle Smith and NDP lie detector. Would it have killed you guys to put out a link to the full interview? I mean, come on. Anytime I showcase things on the channel, I always tell you where it's coming from. I tell you to go there. It's just etiquette. It's proper etiquette. But not only that, Danielle Smith posts the same video to her YouTube account. Let's take a look at the clip they put together, because the most important thing out of this isn't views, it's not clicks, it's the fact that Kaylin's story is getting out there again. I'm so happy about this because, of course, his family watches this channel. They're the ones that told me about this, and they're the reason that this interview was conducted in the first place. So I wanted to make sure that this was shared on the channel so that not only Kaylin and his family, but everyone knew that they're getting loud about this in the province, and we're going to see some justice in some form or another for Kaylin, at the very minimum, making both of these candidates look like complete and utter jackasses. Let's take a look at the clip.
And I've mentioned housing is one of the biggest crises here in Calgary, and there were 170 affordable housing homes in Midfield Park, and I need to know from you, Naheed, why you closed that park, why you evicted those folks. I've talked to many of them.
Sure, happy to answer that, off topic, but happy to answer it. I don't know if you ever went there. I don't know if you ever saw those so-called affordable homes.
Well, I talked to Callan, and he ended up having to move in with his in-laws and leaving Calgary.
Because, Sarah,
there are
this
many
is hard.
examples in the news.
Policy,
I've read the
as
stories
you know,
too, and
you
I've
were the
talked to
Minister
them.
of
Did you
Health.
call them and did you talk to them? Because I know where they
sat
ended
in their
up.
living rooms, Sarah.
When I launched that video, one of the things that was very surprising to me was Callan's mother chimed in on the comments. Very grateful she's a viewer of this channel, but she sat down and said, my son was not approached by these people. In fact, the only political contender that sat in our living room to talk to us was Danielle Smith. For context sake, did Naheed Nenshi ever approach anybody in the trailer park? Did he speak with anybody?
No, he that was a straight up lie. During that NDP debate, he says he sat down in our homes. No, that's a complete lie. He didn't sit down in anyone's home.
And Sarah Hoffman as well. Did she ever sit down? Because again, she claims in that debate speech that she sat in your living room and heard your story.
My wife and I, we used to actually be fairly liberal minded, and we did reach out to the NDP when that was happening, and they did. I can't remember who we spoke to, but they were very much on our sides, and that's fantastic. But when they got voted in, they completely ghosted us, and we never heard from them again. No one wanted to talk about it at all. And thankfully, Danielle Smith had her radio show at the time, and she came to our park numerous times and interviewed us, me and my wife, numerous times, as well as other members of the community. And she even spent the last month of us moving out that last December. She spent the entire month talking solely about the Midfield situation.
I mean, it's great to see that happen. It's great to see Danielle cover that again. Danielle,
This matters before the House.
video cut in there on the autoplay. If you're watching this video, Danielle, we love you here on the channel. Hopefully, again, we'll get you back soon to talk about some more of the happenings going on in Alberta. It'd be great to sit down and chat. However, ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing here again, while this is currently sitting at roughly 50,000 views on Twitter, it'd be great if we could get that interview up to 50,000 views here on the channel. So again, share it out. I'll have a link below if you missed it, or you can go back in our videos. It's only a couple days old. You can check it out here on the channel. Check out the full interview. There are stories about what went on in that trailer park that were a result of the treatment from Naheed Nenshi and from other candidates that completely ghosted and ignored Callan and the other residents, including veterans inside that mobile park. And it would be great to see their story get heard and supported. Again, Callan is a business owner in just outside of Calgary in a town called Langdon. He owns a tattoo shop out there, the only one in town. So if you're looking for some ink, head out there and show them some love, show them some support. Again, great to see Callan get some justice, get his name out there again on a wider scale. It's great to see this channel go viral too. Hopefully that helps a little bit with the YouTube suppression, because let's be honest, YouTube really hates this channel these days. And all granted, those clips did say the source was at the bottom of the video from Unacceptable Fringe, but guys, put a link in there next time, please. Every little bit helps. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to show you that clip. Just wanted to let you know that the news is getting out there, that it's not always being completely suppressed, at least by those who have similar like-minded views to ours. And it's great to see Danielle listening to Albertans, getting the story out there, unlike the NDP candidates like Naheed Nenshi or Sarah Hoffman, who I would openly invite to come out on this channel if they ever want to speak to somebody on a credible note as to why they would lie about something so trivial. I'd be interested to talk to them, and not only that, but hold their feet to the flame, so to speak, as to their upcoming elections and why anybody on this planet would consider giving them any form of a vote. To believe that they have the capacity or the testicular fortitude to run this province in the same fashion that Danielle Smith has. Let me know your comments down below and what you guys think. Again, I'll have a link to that video down below. Go and check out the interview if you haven't already. And let me know what you guys think. If you've seen the interview, share it out. Let's get this thing out further. Let's get Callan's story moving beyond just this channel, just the Twitter sphere. We want everybody to know what Naheed Nenshi has done to not only Calgary, but to these poor residents in Midfield Park, to the extent of costing some of them their lives. It's sad, and it needs to get out there. It needs to be told, ladies and gentlemen. Share it out, like, comment, leave a thumbs up on this video. It helps everywhere in the algorithm. And don't forget, as you're hitting all those buttons, click the subscribe button if you haven't already as well. Join us live here on the channel every Friday night for our live stream Friday Night Fringe, where we talk about everything that happened this week in politics, everything coming up in the week ahead that we're aware of, and some back and forth within our community. It's always great to chat with you guys outside of making these videos, and I always look forward to hearing what each of you has to say in the upcoming live streams. It's always the highlight of my week, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you there this Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.